We love mineral water. We love mineral water.
Hey, more Jedi joy. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. In fact, I need a diet. No, in fact, I'm just too light. And I ain't got the biggest breasts, but I write all the mysticisms. I've got hairy armpits, but I don't walk around like this. I wear a big baggy t-shirt that has a nasty shit. Never had my nails done, busted down until the 9 months. One night I kissed him bum, now I don't really give a. I miss my shepherd's high, like I'm a made shit, missing a diamond. I miss my clippers, and now I bow down to your royal highness. No, I don't have a corgi, had a hamster die, cause I ignored. Go on then, go on, report me. I'm a barricade, trying to bore me. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then you. Love me or hate me, still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then I'm a funky little monkey with the tiniest ear. I don't like drinking fancy champagne, I'll stick with Heineken beers. Might burp in your face, a little ladylike. What can I say? Well, oh gosh, I'm not passionate. We're out socks, I know what I'm doing, yeah. So everybody's entitled to opinions. I've opened my mouth, shit, I got bitten. I'm the little kid, making niggas sleep. No jiggles in the spit. No, I do have some stories, it's true, I want the glory. Go on, man, go on, support me. I'm American, trying to deport me. Love me or hate me, it's an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then fuck you. If you hate me, then fuck you. Love me or hate me, it's an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then fuck you.
Am I live? Yeah. Okay, cool. Do we want to start? We're gonna start with the push-ups. Yeah, I want to start with the push-ups. So we'll back it up and start with good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Today is day 10, no alcohol, and day 7, no sugar. So 1 week of no sugar and 10 days no alcohol. So it actually is a really good day for us. Like that's like. Because, like, each time when you hit a week, like, when I hit a week of alcohol, that felt good, too. Now it's a week of no sugar, and 10 days no alcohol, that even feels better. So we're feeling really good. But anyways, I'm going to start with some push-ups here. I'm going to start getting into doing my push-ups every morning. So if I do it on blog, then I'll do them. Otherwise, I get lazy around here. It's not even that big a deal, but just getting down there to do it, you know what I mean? It's funny. It's like a 10-second thing, but... Alright, let me just make sure I have enough room here. They have too many chairs with this table. How many chairs you need? Alright. We got way too many chairs over here. No one even barely sits back here. We have like a million chairs. It's so funny. Alright, let me put this down. So I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. The weather is gorgeous in Vegas. My gosh. It's not even hot out here right now. But I'm sure it's going to get hotter, but it feels really nice. Because sometimes even in the morning, it's already hot in summer in Vegas. Okay, I'm just going to do 20 push-ups. Might not be perfect. I'm just getting back into this. I used to do them every day, but it's been several months since I've been doing them regularly. Let me know if this... I should do this towel the other way. Duh. There you go. Genius. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 20. I'm a little rough with those these days. But I'm getting back. Coming back. We're coming back with a vengeance. These shorts are terrible, so I'm washing my other ones. I'm doing laundry right now. Alien and the other ones are like the ones that kind of look like leopard. I don't know what they are. They're polka dots. Now we're doing some nunchucks. Very easy workout, but you feel the burn on both the push-ups and with the nunchucks. Yeah, okay, good. All right. Can you, either, Rich, this is not where I wanted to be. I didn't want to turn like this, or because I'm gonna hit this bush.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. There we go. That's good. That's good. All right, perfect. Thank you. Okay, we're ready? Nunchucks are great. Easy once you do them for a while. It's not going to necessarily be easy when you first start. I would not start with hard ones. They're not as much of a workout, but you'll learn how to do it before we start with soft ones. We got them kind of on accident. It was like we just stumbled upon them. I think at a store one time, Richard got these soft ones they were selling somewhere in Vegas. These ones we order online. Forget the company. But do not start with the bamboo ones. Unless you want to hurt yourself a lot. Because you will hurt yourself with nunchucks. That is a guarantee. When you're practicing, you'll hit yourself. You get used to it. I don't do these two things. Richard does the like over the arm stuff. I never like that because I didn't like hitting my chest. But I've hit my elbows, I've hit my head, I've hit my knees, I've hit anywhere on my arms, you know. I'll probably get your elbow, it seems like. Feeling so much better too. The higher up you go, the more of a workout it is. I think we just like leave some water out. I move around because it's more of a workout to spin around stuff. Okay, I'm pretty good. You know, you don't have to do it long to really feel the burn in your arm. I might do it one more time. It's a good workout. All right, that's good. Let me get a chair. I'm gonna sit out here because it's actually super nice. Hold on. Get my water. There we go. Ah, what a nice day. All right. Pop a squat here. Drink water. So, move more a little bit. You guys are a little more this way. Okay. So that was fun. I know it doesn't seem like much of a workout. You're like, Jesus, like 2 minutes there. But it actually is. I can really feel the burn in my arms from the push-ups and the nunchucks. And the thing is, even though it seems like you're just working your arms, you're not when it comes to push-ups or nunchucks, because like, especially with push-ups, you have to use your abs. And with nunchucks, it's weirdly kind of a full body workout. Like if you do the spinning around, like I said, or the moving your hips and stuff. I don't know why. Like it's weird. Something about nunchucks. It's just I think because it takes a lot of like, concentration too, so it's kind of like this full mind and body workout. It's actually a pretty cool workout in a very short amount of time. And if you go for a long time, man, that would be. I mean, then you're like Bruce Lee. You could. I mean, you see how fit he is, you know. And nunchucks are his like. They are a workout, and it's great because it's so quick. Like I said, you know, it's not like this insanely long workout. Like we used to go to the gym. Oh, we were talking about this yesterday. We used to go to the gym for like 2.5 hours every day. We went for 2 years. We did not miss a day. We went Christmas Day. We went every single day. Oh, hey, Mark Fusion. We all love Mark Fusion. If anyone doesn't know Mark Fusion, go check out his channel. He's awesome. He's got just all kinds of interesting things on his channel. But anywho, he's a great guy. So we were doing the gym thing, and we were in this contract with LVAC, Las Vegas Athletic Club, which is a great club. And they're very affordable, but back in the day, they made you do a 2-year contract, and Richard hated the idea of that because he was like, you know, he felt like we were just getting into workout, and it's like, you know, it wasn't that much money, though. It was only like, I think it was anywhere from $10 to $19 a month. I can't remember per person. So it wasn't like an exuberant amount of money, but still Richard was just like, it's a long contract. So we did the full contract. It was really weird. Like, it was like, we didn't fully mean to. It was just like, something about the 2 year, we were like, we're going to do this. And then right about the 2 year, it was like a month before the contract was, or no, it wasn't even that. No, we finished the contract and then we were paying month to month. That's right. Because then you could pay month to month. But no, so we did the full 2 year. I can't remember everything. It's been a while. But then we've never gone back to the gym since. And that was 2014 to 2016, like middle of 2014 to 2016. And to like sometime in 2016. We loved going. We had a great time. I would do these fun classes, and they have a indoor track, and so I would run every morning. I'm a runner, and Richard's not really a runner. He can get to be, but that's not like his favorite thing. But he, at the time, was pretty heavy, and so he started running, and it was the sweetest thing because he just had so much heart, and I would like lap him so many times because I'm like a runner and I'm fast. And Rich was just out there because he was heavy at the time. But once he started to lose weight, he started to get pretty fast. He probably could beat me now running for sure. But back then, you know, I was much lighter than him. That's when Richard was like at his heaviest, and then that's why we started working out. But bless his heart, he'd be out there running. And there was this one girl that was always we would go to there's all these different clubs, but there's one on Flamingo. This one girl was the fastest girl I have ever seen in person, and I'm in track, and she would go for an hour on that track at the like fastest speed. I mean, she was just lapping everybody, and it was just like, it was insane. It was insane. I don't know how. I mean, the most fit small little girl, but like so fit, you know, just like all muscle. But it was so impressive. And I used to just be like put to shame by that girl. But we had a good time. And then they had all these classes. I took this heat class. I would take this heat class, and I'd take this kickboxing and all of these. Oh, I had a crush on one of the teachers. Richard knew. I would tell. I've had very few like little crushes in a sense, like since we've been married, you know. But you do get them, you know, and he gets them too. And he never admits it, but I know when he has them. I'm like, oh, I do not. Don't you say that. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. And so it's occurred a couple of times at certain places that we've gone to. And there was this one instructor that I used to I had a little crush on. And I would tell Rich, and then he would always try to embarrass me. Like if he saw that little instructor out and about at the gym, you know. I'd be like, Richard, stop it. So, yeah, fun like that. We always have fun with it. I always check out girls because, you know, I find women attractive. So I've done that for years. I'm like, Richard, look at that one over there. Who says? Beth. Oh, hi, Beth. Bethadone. I call her Beth, but Bethadone. I don't even know if Beth is her name, but I call her Bethadone. Or I call her Beth because her thing is Bethadone. Hi, how are you doing? So I don't know how many days she's sober now. I hope you're still on the train. If not, you know, stay strong again. You can do it again because I fell off and got back on. But Bethadone was a couple more days, maybe even almost a week ahead of me, because with her sobriety, she was trying to quit alcohol as well. So I don't know her status right now. I don't stay up on people's stuff too much because one thing, I haven't been feeling good. I was better at, I would try to kind of know a little more what was going on in the YouTube community, but I've been really out of it lately because I haven't been feeling good. So like I sleep way more than I would want to. And so I find I don't have that much time in the day. If you sleep a lot, there's not a lot of time in the day. Where I'm not normally that much of a sleeper, so I have like all this time. But I've been sleeping so much that I'm like, where'd all the time go? Oh, I was in bed. But last night, oh my gosh, I slept a lot. I don't know what happened last night. I fell asleep at whatever time. I didn't even know Richard picked up the ladies, and then he did like a live. I was out. Which I've been getting really good sleep though, which is nice when I sleep, because I feel like when I have the sugar or alcohol, I like wake up in the night, you know, more. This is like when I'm sleeping really good and solid, and like nothing wakes me up. I mean like an emergency would wake me up, but I mean like I don't hear like if Richard's rustling around. Where a lot of times I have the sugar, then I kind of, you know, wake up to all these noises and stuff. So it's been nice. It's been real restful sleep. And today is day 10, no alcohol. Day 7, no sugar, which feels really good. But my only concern now is tonight I have to go to dinner with a client. And I'm not worried about the alcohol. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a tease to me, you know, like a little bit of temptation, probably because I'm at a restaurant, but this person doesn't drink. So it would be more weird. Like I'd have to go out of my way to try to drink with this person, like ask them, oh, do you mind if it would just be weird, you know? So that shouldn't be too much of a temptation. But my bigger issue is we're going to a steak restaurant, which isn't a problem, but I've gone to dinner with this person before. This is like one of my only clients I go to dinner with. I've been going to dinner with this person for years. So it's a really good client, like a good friend in a sense of the family now. And they're coming from New York. It's someone that I see in New York and Vegas. So I originally saw this person in Vegas, and then when I moved to New York, I started seeing them in New York because they were from New York, and but they still come to Vegas, so it's cool. But the person likes to share things, you know, like he likes to get like a salad and share it, and get like an appetizer and share it. And so it's one of those things, it's tough because people can get offended if you don't want to eat their food. But he does know that I do the keto diet occasionally. Like he knows that like because at other times I wasn't fully on the diet, and I did partake with him of like the salad. But he knows other times I didn't. So it's just one of those things. But it makes it like you feel like kind of like annoying. Like you feel like you're high maintenance, like, oh no, I can't eat that, oh no. But I really am. Like I wrote, I am. And I don't like that feeling, but it is what it is. So it's a steak restaurant, so I'm gonna get steak. That won't be a problem, but the having to like refuse him wanting to share the stuff, because it's like appetizer stuff, is a little bit, I hate that I have to do that. But I really don't want to have any sugar today, because I'm a week off the sugar, and it just would be so annoying to have to do that. So I really hope it just goes smoothly, where I can just be like, you know, I'm just gonna have my steak today. I'm not gonna, you know, and not offend him in any way. It is hard when people find food to be such a I don't know, a sharing of love in a sense, but it shouldn't really be that way, because like the things that are usually the sharing of love are usually really sugary things. So it's like you almost have to offend people to not have their sugary bad food, you know what I mean? Luckily this isn't food he made. That's even worse. If someone like you went to their house and you don't want to have what they made, and that's really bad. We stopped going to family functions, me and Richard, when we started doing this diet, because people get offended. You don't want to eat their food. You know, I'm good. And they really do get offended, you know. So like we were going for a couple times, we had gone, actually not a couple times. One time we went to Gloria's family, and we were on a smoothie diet then, so it wasn't even this diet. And they were so offended because we would not eat anything but smoothies back then. So weird. We only ate smoothies, which was like all sugar. Oh no, we only do all sugar drinks. None of anything, none of that protein. We were like vegans at the time. Now we're the opposite way. Now we're like, oh, stay away from the sugar. But yeah, you live and learn. But I hate being those high maintenance people. It's just it's annoying. But anywho, Mets game last night. Oh, Mets are in a real slump. They've lost like 20 of the last 30 games they've played or something like that, somewhere around there. It might even be, yeah, something like that. It's a mess. And poor Lindor and a couple of them are in real slumps. And Lindor is the team captain. And I feel really bad for him because he can be amazing when he's on, but he's been doing bad. So he was like had missed like the last 14 times he'd been up to bat. He didn't get a hit, and then he finally got one yesterday, like at the end of the game. But if he had got a home run, it would have been a grand slam, and he could have tied the game. Instead, he just got a hit, and they ended up losing. It's been a real mess, but it was 5-2. The Cincinnati Reds have been just slaughtering the Mets. It's just been bad. Like neither side is doing good, offense or defense. So it's just a mess right now. And then they need to win today. The game's at 11, or they're going to be swept by the Cincinnati Reds, which is just unfortunate. So I'm like, it's not that I want them to win all the time, but it's unfortunate when you see where they're just really struggling. Like no one can get the hits that they normally get, or like even Terrenz made a really bad mistake yesterday, and he doesn't usually do that, the catcher. So it was not good. So fingers crossed they can pull it together today. It sucks when they get swept, but it was a cool day yesterday because I didn't know. I just recently got back into the Mets because it was something that my family was into when I was very young, but I just recently started watching, so I didn't know about some of these other players, and so they awarded David Wright with his number got retired, number 5, and so it was a really cool day yesterday, and he was there. But it could have been so much better because literally he thought that everyone thought Alonso got a home run to tie up the game, and then all of a sudden it was a foul ball, and even Dave Wright was watching in one of the boxes, and it just would have been cool, on the day he was there for the ceremony if they could have won.
Don't worry about it.
Huh?
Tell your client that you're on a diet or something.
No, that's what I'm saying. He already knows I do the keto diet, so it shouldn't be too much of a concern. He knows sometimes I'm on these, what he probably thinks is weird diets, because I don't even know if he knows what a keto diet fully is, but he does know that I do the protein. I think he knows what a keto diet is, because he knows that I do. That's why he's taking him to a steak joint. So he knows I do that, but he doesn't know how rigid I am at times about it, because at other times I went to dinner with him, it was when I was in New York, and I was already off the wagon, so I just I had some of the salad. He thinks he usually gets salad and mushrooms or something like that, something simple like that. But I don't eat those things, which seem simple. So, unless I'm, but it's more just that it's not that it's going to be something that he's going to be like that high maintenance, annoying, not, you know what I mean? That's kind of something that people like when they go to restaurants. Some people are into that. Some people are not. Some people are into just having their own stuff, but some people are into the world, but it's just, because this guy, he's a big guy. He likes to eat stuff. That's not the issue. Because I only ever eat a little bit anyways, but I'm not going to eat a lot with a clown. I'm going to scarf down, ridiculous. So I just, eat very lightly. But to just not partake at all. And then he also, I forgot, he also likes to get dessert. That I'm definitely, sorry, not gonna, to share a dessert. Like super. So it's just gonna be not as good of an experience for him. Does that make sense? But I can't do much about that right now because I'm a week into my no sugar, and I'm just not gonna kill that day. But here's the other caveat. Since I have to wait till later this evening because he's flying in today, I can't eat all day until dinner. Because in case I bloat, I won't be able to go to the appointment, and I have to go to the appointment. It's 100% necessary for me to go to the appointment. I can't cancel on him because it's just one of those things. Like you just don't do that. It would be very rude. And this is the only time he can see me. He's making time to see me because he's here for business. And it would be extremely inconsiderate of me because this person has done many favors for me of giving me money in advance if I need it, and then, seeing him later for appointments. He's done that for many times. He has gotten me hotel rooms in New York City. I've been seeing him for years. I've known him since, probably 2014. 2015, somewhere around there. So it would be just insanely rude to turn down this appointment. And I'm not getting paid for the dinner. The dinner is something that I just do. In New York, it's usually not too big of an inconvenience because, I don't have a lot to do there. Here, it's a little more of an inconvenience because I don't really want to have to go. I'd rather be home. But it's one of those things you just do. Some things you just have to do. And not that the person will necessarily be mad at you or not see you, but they'll be much happier. And, sometimes those things you do your things you have to do for work that are kind of like more socializing, less, like you might have to go to happy hour with your
I just want to
coworker.
share with something. You got a couple friends in the audience. You know how the trolls come in and are trying to accuse you of being on pills or being on drugs. Well, you got Mark Fusion in there saying no. She's just on weed. And Beth, of course, is backing you up.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, no weed, just weed. We actually are, you know what weed I did this morning, which we just got the other day that is fabulous. It's called Apex. Has anyone had Apex? Oh man, I'm liking that. Yeah, we have weed and we have flour and we have concentrate, because we got this dab rig that attaches to our bong, which is fabulous. Because I never wanted to do the concentrate. We had done the syringes, but those are different. Those don't work as good as doing like the dab rig. But I didn't want that whole gear and all that stuff because it's normally like this big thing, and it just seemed like it would be something that would fall over in our room, So when Richard saw that our particular bong, that it's Air, H-E-I-R, air.com. No, smokeair.com is their thing. They have just an attachment to the actual balm we have. So then I was like, oh, that's fabulous. So now we've been loving the concentrate, and it's been saving us a fortune because when you do the concentrate, you do less flour, and the concentrate is cheap. The concentrate is not nearly as expensive as the flour, which is interesting because...
At the end of the day, though, it gets it done, but at the end of the day, you gotta almost have...
You do have to have the flour, though, too, if that's what you're trying to say. Yeah, I'm not happy with just the concentrate. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking when I say the brands or whatever it is, what is that? Strain. When I say the strain, I'm talking the flour. I don't even know what I'm doing with the concentrate because Richard he says I don't touch this. I don't like torches. I really don't like torches. I don't know why. I don't really like fire, to be honest. I couldn't do lighters for years. Did you guys know that? I couldn't flick a lighter because I'd never smoked a cigarette. So up until about probably 2021, Richard had to light. No, when was it that I said no? Yeah, about 2021, Richard had to light all of my bongs. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. He still has to light like the pipes and the joints and stuff. I can't do those. Well, joint, I'll just ruin it. Oh, there goes that one. And the pipes, I like burn myself. I don't like it because you have to turn it upside down Oh, I don't know. I do not like being burned by lighters. Like, I don't like it. And so then torches are just, oh, no. That's just way too much flame and way too much heat. They scare the crap out of me. Richard has this tiny little one that I'll use for the candles. That one don't bother me as much because it's got this tiny little bit that comes out and then, but that big ass thing he's got, that like blowtorch thing, get the heck out of here. No. So he lights all of the tab, my concentrates, but I will light my own flower now, and I can do that. But I actually have to turn it twice. I'm terrible with lighters, so I have to light the side of it and then turn it and then light the other side to even get the little bowl going. I don't like to turn the lighter upside because it burns you. No, not a fan. I am not a fan of being burned by lighters. Like I don't know how people. Richard has like the highest tolerance for like it doesn't bother him, and I'm like, no, how are you doing that? He didn't take my phone, did he? I got music on, and like. He takes my phone, it gets choppy. Because it only has so much connection with your... I'm still using my same beats. So either they fixed themselves or I've adapted to it, but they got a little bit scratchier. They're not as clear as they were when I first got them. But Richard had ordered these AirPods. I didn't like those at all. And I didn't know how much he paid for them. When he told me that, I thought, yeah, you took my phone. It's getting choppy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I didn't know what he paid for them. I thought they were cheap. When he told me he paid like $150, I said, oh, absolutely not. No, send them craps back. No. For $150, forget it. Those were a piece of junk. I thought he spent like $50. That's what I felt like they were worth. Because those don't do anything. Because these you can double tap. For the music, you can touch it to stop it, you can answer phone calls, those things, unless I never figured it out, maybe there's a way, but I was like, no. And so I returned those, and then I've just been using my same ones, because then we got these on sale a long time ago. It was like a Black Friday thing, or maybe it was a Prime Day thing, I don't know, but the price they are now, forget about it, get out of here. Get out of here. I've never paid full price for Beats, because their full price is insane. Like my Mickey Mouse ones, they're full price. They wanted $300 for those ones. No, I didn't. No. I got them at like way cheap one time. I think they were like $100 one time. I think they were used, but I don't care. And then same with these. I think we got them for like $100. Way better than the price they probably want for them now. Forget about it. Everything is going up on Amazon too, since all these tariffs and things, and all the taxes even before, because we used to get things from Amazon back in like 2019, and oh man, 2020, 2019, everything was, you could get things for like $2 on there from China, but then as soon as they got taxed back, whenever that was, I think when Trump first became president, everything started to go up, and then now it went up again. But, anywho, it is what, oh gosh, what is it? Is it 12 or is it 11? Was yesterday 12? How many days till New York, Richard?
Oh, I don't even know.
What is it? What is today? What is the date today? Is today the 20th?
Today's the 20th.
Oh, okay, then 11 days. I leave on the 31st. 11 days. It's hard to remember, like 3 days to remember, but they keep changing every day, so I'm like, wait, what was it? Because I'm trying to remember, I got, 10 days no alcohol, 7 days no sugar, and 11 days to New York. And I'm really looking forward to it. I don't like leaving home. I really don't. I'm a homebody. I've always been that way. Even when I was a kid, I stayed home a lot. Like, I liked being home. I don't know. I'm not someone that has to be entertained by a ton of stuff. I just kind of like, being home, doing my little thing, but being in my own little space. But I do love New York. And I'm looking forward to going and not drinking. I'm a little worried with, hopefully I'm able to, cook the whole time I'm there with my burgers, because I really want to stay on the keto. But I'm definitely not worried about the alcohol. I know I'm going to be tempted. Like, I know I'm going to be tempted. I'm not stupid about that. Huh?
You getting hot?
Yeah, I'm going soon.
Yeah,
I'm tongue-tied. Can you set up the light should I sit on my bed? Is that good? Yep. Or should I sit in the closet? Everything is best. And then I'll come in there in a minute. I'm not worried about the alcohol because I just am done with it. it caused so much havoc on my body. As much as I like to drink alcohol, the aftermath is just not worth it. And so I just am not going to do it. It's like one of those things, like, by the time I get there, I'll be 3 weeks of no alcohol and almost 5 weeks because I only slipped up that one day.
Do you guys see it?
That one day made me not want to
Do you
drink
guys see the
again,
bunny
so
right
that day
behind
was
you?
helpful. But I can't. It's kind of like it's a can't now. Like, I can't have to recover, taking a month to recover afterwards, basically, you know. I can't feel sick the whole time I'm in New York. Like, I can't be passing out. I can't do it. You know, it's not oh, I don't want to, or it's like, no, I just can't. I can't go there anymore. It's not acceptable. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not even fun, really. Like, there's this weird moment that I think is fun, and then that goes away, and the rest is just like horror. You know, I mean, there's like this one moment you're like, oh, you know, you might be, oh, it's bliss. But the rest of the experience of alcohol is just complete horror for me. And luckily, the horror was so recent that all I have to do is think about like how I just felt. And so even though, like I said, it'll be 3 weeks, but in 3 weeks, I'm not going to forget how I felt at the beginning of the month, because it was horrific. I mean, especially when I first got back from New York, it was really bad this time. And it took just so long to feel better. And I don't feel like drinking for 2 weeks and then feeling like crap for a month, too, and feeling like crap even during those 2 weeks. It's like, it's just a no. It's just a no now. And before, it was a maybe. And so that is why I caved in, but now it's just a no. So I really want to show everyone that when I decide no to something, that I stick with it.
Do one.
That when I say maybe,
Otherwise,
then
we'll
I
do
probably
the
do it.
bedroom.
But when I say no, it's just no. And I know that the first 2 days are going to be the roughest of just being like, because it became a habit, you know? And it's not that I drink every day of every trip. It's just, I got in a little bit of habit of drinking in New York. So like the first 2 days would be the biggest of like, okay, just, you know, don't do that habit. And then I adjust quickly to like a new routine. So it's like I pick into another routine in New York of like, I'm not saying like another like addiction, just more like a, you know, oh, now in the morning I go, you know, walk somewhere or something like that, or go sit in a park or something. And then it just changes my routine instead of like going to get alcohol or whatever it was. And it wasn't even that it was a certain routine, but you know, you just pick different patterns to do. And for me, pretty quickly, I'll adjust that. But I know like the first 2 days will probably be the biggest like little bit of a like temptation. And then after that, I'll just be cruising because, and maybe it's only 1 day, but I'm just saying like probably when I first get there, there'll be that little bit of like, because I kind of had gotten used to it, but that's just a habit thing. But it's not that it was like a recent habit. No, I mean, it was only like a habit when I was in New York. But, you know, when you go to a familiar place and you want to do familiar things, so that's why I said it'll be a little bit of a temptation. But all I have to just do is say no. So, and my clients, when they offer it to me, is not a temptation if I'm not already drinking. So if I'm sober and a client offers me to drink, that's not a temptation for me because I'm already kind of in work mode. But if I was already drinking and then a client offers me a drink, then I'll probably say yes. And that's not good because I don't like to ever drink with clients anyways. It's just not a good idea to do. But so it's already like when I'm already kind of in the routine of it. But I don't break my sobriety with clients. No, I don't go like, oh, I'm going to have my first drink. I've never done that. I just don't do that. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Like it's a thing when I decide to do something like that. And like if I'm home, like in the past when me and Richard, like we talked about it before, and then we decided we're gonna break our sobriety. But in New York, I didn't tell him, but I did. It was something I really like thought about. That I was like, you know, I thought through, and then I was like, now I want to do this for whatever reason. Then, but that's what I'm saying. Now it's a no. No matter what crazy idea why I think it's a good idea, it's just no, because it's not a good idea. But I knew then that it was kind of allowed, you know, like because I knew like Richard wasn't gonna be that mad. He was a little mad at first, but not like that mad. I knew because he understands that like New York is, you know, is a lot, and so whatever I needed to do, but I don't need to do it anymore. But I'm glad I went through it, you know. I'm glad I mean, even though the whirlwind, I have scars for life now from the whole process. Ugh. Richard was rubbing my elbow last night. You know, my elbow still hurts so bad from when I rolled out of the car. I was like, could you please rub it? Like, cause it's just been killing me lately. And the hard thing is, when I go to rub it, I have like horror from that day. Like, it's like, it comes back in like flashes of that day, and it's like, it's bad. It was bad. Huh?
Would you like breakfast? I mean, I'll make breakfast for the ladies, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Set up.
Oh yeah, you're gonna make breakfast for you.
Also, they're very curious how the pooping goes.
Oh, guess what? Yes, I pooed again this morning. So I forgot to mention that to you guys. Real good, like even better than yesterday. So another fabulous morning. Yeah, and it was a good morning. Yeah, very good morning. Are we going inside?
If you'd like to, it's nice.
It is pretty nice. Not too hot yet, but pretty soon. The sun's getting more and more intense as it rises, as it gets later in the morning. But yes, I had. Thank you all for asking. I had a fabulous poo this morning, which is actually super important for your health. And if you're not pooing like good every morning, then you're probably eating wrong. And I never did for years. I didn't know that was a thing. I had to poo regularly. It was like you pooed occasionally, because I, always had bad eating habits. Usually like some sort of eating disorder, whether I was like not eating or eating and getting rid of it in a way, I don't like to talk about eating disorders too much because, I like to, but YouTube policy doesn't like me talking about that. Community guidelines, they don't want people talking about eating disorders too much. I think Eugenia Cooney changed all that. So they made new rules and like, I don't remember what year, because we even were posting stuff and then later it got taken down. Like it was allowed when it first went up, but then it got taken down because it was a new thing in the last several years. But I never pooed regularly. Constipation was just such a common thing for me. Like, I was so used to that when we got on the keto diet, pooing every morning, I was like, wow, this is fabulous. This is really great. But then when we've been kind of on and off, we haven't. And so the last 2 mornings, woo, fingers crossed it continues. It really makes a difference. Especially if it happens in the morning. I know this is TMI, but it really, if you have in the morning, it's such a great start to your morning, and you feel so much lighter. You feel, like it really, you don't jump around after that, But yeah, I'm a little bit bloated this morning. Not bad, but like if I started to eat, it could be bad. That's why I have to wait. So I'm gonna wait till dinner. So when I go to dinner, that'll be the first time I eat my steak. I'm actually excited to have a nice steak. It's a really nice steak joint we're going to. So that'll be good. But it's hard to get them to not put any sort of anything on it. So hopefully I can request no sauces or anything on the steak, And I had to ask Richard, I'm like, how do I like mine? How do I like my steak? Because I don't ever I rarely order at restaurants. And he's like, medium rare. I was like, okay, thank you. Medium rare. So it'll be nice, but yeah, like I said, I have to kind of turn down all of the other stuff, because he's a sharer guy, but he understands I have a weird diet sometimes and that some of them on it, some of them not, so it should be all right. I mean, he knows I'm weird. I've known him for a long time, so he knows I'm weird. And he's the one of the times when I got dogs that, got me hotel rooms, so he knew that it was because he does. I have a weird life. He's a funny guy. But there's only a handful of clients that I even really know by name. Honestly, I don't know their names. But that are significant where me and Richard, talk about. And this guy's one of them because, the ones that have been around for so long and have, helped us in ways. A lot of them know I have a husband and everything, so I'm the ones that have, there's been a handful of clients that have helped us. There's another one that helped us, gave us a loan for this is how broke we were when we first got it. We had to get a loan just for the $2,000 for the down payment for the car from a client. And then the $2,000 to then get in a shitty loan with the car. But now we're in a better loan from USA, so that's good. Oh, and that company that I had the loan with is trying to give me credit cards. Want me to get back with them, and I'm like, no, because they have terrible interest, and so get out of here. No, thank you. But I was perfect with my payments for them, so they're trying to get me to get back with them. I'm like, no, thank you. You guys have terrible. with your interest rates. It's one of those, shady little banks. I'm sure it's not shady. Every bank has to be legit in some sense, but they sure are shady with their interest rates. The banks that are for the people with bad credit and stuff. I didn't have bad credit. I just didn't have any credit. I used to have bad credit, but then I didn't do anything with credit for like 10 years. So it just clears. I think it was like 7 years or less. And that was when I was young, before I left Portland. I was drinking and bulimia is what gave me bad credit, because I ran up all these credit cards and didn't have the money. Kept thinking I could keep making the payments, but I was like making no money, I was making like $1,800 a month, and then you rack up these credit cards and you can't pay the payments. You're young and dumb, stupid. And that was just tragic to me. I was so upset by that. I mean, I actually, that was one of the times I tried to commit suicide, because the financial stuff, like, I didn't understand what to do when you get, like, when you're young. But then I just stopped doing any sort of credit thing for a long time. Me and Richard, just everything had to be paid for. It was really, we had no sort of credit, and that made it very hard, because you pay a lot more for things. Okay, credit, you have to pay the interest stuff, but I'm saying, like, you get a lot more discounts with things when you have credit. When you don't have credit, it's like everything's just the highest dollar of is anything, And that went on. So now, in the last couple of years, we started to get credit cards again and stuff. So it feels good, because I didn't even have a bank account for a while. It was all Richard's, and now I have my own bank account. I have my credit cards in my name, which it's actually really awkward. To do things like, you can't even rent a car if you don't have a credit card in your name. So, the only person that can rent a car is the one who's got the credit card and stuff. So for many years, it was just like, everything was just weird. At the hotels, I couldn't check in, because everything was in Richard's name. And so it just, little things like that, like, can really set someone back a while, where it was my own fault, but I'm not blaming anyone, but it's just like, it really disconnects you from society if you don't feel like everyone else. Like, you don't have a bank account, you're just treated so different. So it feels good the last couple of years to kind of like feel more like normal people again. And we're really, really taking it serious this time, of keeping it good. Like, I've been on time for every car payment for the last, we had the car now 2 years. That's why we got a new loan, because we had not missed a payment. We've been on time, perfect. And we're going to be on time. We already had, this is our second or third payment since our new loan, but we already scheduled it. It's in like a couple days. And so we're going to be on time for that one too. But it's important for me to keep my credit good now, because I always wanted to, and my mom had like perfect credit, and that was very important in my family. They were really into that. And so when I messed up my credit, they were not happy. My family was not happy with me. And I wasn't either. So it feels good now to kind of get, I don't know, not be such an outcast. And being here is nice too, even though like it's a retirement community, but just kind of being like, a family, not being like so transient like me and Richard. Like, we were always moving, and we were like, traveling and going different places, which was really cool, but we were never really like feel like there was a home, like, because we were just, every place we made became our home, because I'm really good at like making it, but like, it's nice everybody being together, because we always kind of worried about Gloria and Annette too when we weren't here. So we never planned on us all living here, because it's a 2-bedroom, and that's a little tough, but it's good to be together. And Gloria's loving her new bed. Oh, and they went dancing last night. I don't know if Richard probably put up some shorts, but instead of Friday, they didn't go Friday night, and so we mentioned it to Gloria. We said, would you rather go tonight? And so she wanted to go, so that was good. And Richard was worried about her in the morning, because she was resting, and he was like getting really worried again, and I'm like, I think she's just liking her new bed. And then we had to go somewhere. I don't remember, we went yesterday. We had to do something, and I can't even remember. It's something in the morning where we had to go do something, some appointment. And when we got back, Gloria had like been up, and then she had like went to the gym, and then I'm like, see, Rich, she's fine. And then when she got back, she wanted to go dancing, so I was like, oh, she's doing fine, so good. It's because we're really trying to watch her to make sure she's feeling good, because she was not feeling good. So we were getting on her. She gets a little annoyed when you ask her things like about like her medicine, but we do it anyways. But she really gets annoyed when I ask her. So I'm like, Richard, will you ask her? But I'm like, Gloria, did you take a medicine? Yes, I did. You know, then she gets all like snarky with you, because she doesn't really like to be like babysat, but she won't let us give it to her. So it's like, I hope she's taking it. But it seems like since she's feeling better, she's taking her diabetes medicine. But she doesn't like to be kind of like she likes to be taken care of a little bit, like you can make her food a little bit, something like that, you know, bring her food, but like if you start doing things like, you know, telling her to take her medicine, she gets really irritated with that. Or like, you know, she's doing a little chore for one of the neighbors, and I keep asking her, are you still remembering to do that? And she's like, yes, I am, I've done it for years. Because she's forgetful, so it's like, I just want to make sure, you know, she's a little snarky with me. So she doesn't like if we're thinking she's forgetting things, but she does forget things, so it's a little bit tough. I think that older people don't like the idea that they're forgetting things, so it's irritating when you're reminding them, because then they think that you think they're forgetting, which they are, you know. But anyways, I'm feeling really good today. It's a really good day. I'm about to go inside because it's starting to get hot out here, but this is a significant day of the, like, day 7, no sugar, and day 10, no alcohol. So I'm going to stick with it tonight. I can do it, and it's not, the person's not going to be offended with dinner. It's just one of those, like, I just hate being such a nuisance, like, of, like, I wish I was someone that could just be more normal, and, like, and I eat, or you can be, but not really, because what I've done with my body already, it's like I'm not normal anymore with my digestion. So I can't be that normal, and it's just hard to just feel so weird, you know, like I said, like you know, like I am just so weird, and I'm so different than everybody else, and sometimes it's annoying when you have to do something like just go do a normal dinner, and I'm like, oh, I have an issue with alcohol, and I have an issue with food, so dinners are not good for me. That's why I don't do the dinners. It's not, I don't mind the dinners, like back when I was eating bad, I didn't mind the dinners. I used to go more, but ever since I've been trying to do a keto diet in the last several years, the idea of going to dinners with clients, because I used to have clients that would pay me to go to dinner, and I would do that a handful of times over the years, but once we got on like a strict diet, it was like I don't really want to have to get off my diet for a dinner date, so I just tell them no dinner dates. But this one is an exception, so and I'm glad I'm going, because it'd be way worse to not. Like, that would make me feel really bad, and I could do that, but it would not be right. And so it's one of those things, like, gotta suck it up. But I just wish I was more normal sometimes in certain encounters. You know, I mean, if I wanted to be normal, I would be fully, but, like, you know, I mean, I don't know if I can fully be normal, but, you know, a little more. But in most instances, I don't mind being weird. But when you're with someone who's very normal, it's harder. You know, this person's a very normal person. Not anything weird. You know, I'm probably the weirdest thing in this person's life. Just knowing me is probably the weirdest thing. Yeah, but I used to be so square, you know, so I know how to act that way, but I'm just not that way anymore, so it's more of an act now for me to act really square and proper. But I was raised proper. I mean, I know how to not be inappropriate, and I know how to be proper and ladylike. I just often choose not to be, which I should not do. But I don't know. My mom was a tomboy, but also very proper, and so it was kind of it went both ways though, because she could be very like kind of more manly, but then be very ladylike at other times. So okay, guys, time to go inside. I'm getting hot. Oof. Starts getting swass out here. Swass is sweaty ass, if you guys don't know. Okay, let's put this chair back. And let me get you guys. We'll go inside. We got swass when we came to Vegas in the Air Force. In these blue steely vans. Oh gosh, with no AC in July in Las Vegas. This was like year 2003, I think, or 2004, somewhere around there. I can't remember. 2003, I don't remember. It was my first time in Vegas. It was 2003 or 2004, I can't remember, to be honest. I was in the Air Force. I was in the Air Force from 2002 to 2006, so somewhere in that time. So much better with the blinds in there. Okay. Are you cooking or what's going on? Oh, we're going in here. Are you cooking for the ladies?
They're sleeping right now, and I don't even know, and that's not here right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna just chill.
All right.
Until you're done, and then.
And then you're gonna take over?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let me get in the closet here. Hi, Casper. He's so sweet. He's in his little cage. What time is it? Oh, it's only 7 o'clock. Wow, I thought it was later. We need to return that stuff to Amazon today, to Whole Foods. I got some stuff we are returning. And we're going to get some beef from there for when I get off of work. I'll probably have a pound before bed. And I want to do some Whole Foods as a treat. Oof, wouldn't that be nice? Since we're going over there anyways. It's a little bit more expensive, so we haven't been doing the Whole Foods per pound. But I love it. All right. My elbow has been hurting. Just banged it. Here's my closet. Yeah, I got these 2 blankets that I'm sitting on. I like sitting on these because it's other ways you kind of stick to the chair. But this is also where they are. Always. Like, this is where the blankets are when I'm not using them. So this one is my Mets one Richard got. It's a custom. It's not actually a Mets blanket, but it's Mets colors. And it says Jedi Joy and 69 and New York. And then my leopard blanket. I tried to give it to Gloria, but she didn't want it really, so I'll keep them. This one's a thinner one, so I'll probably use the leopard one during winter. Because this one's actually a great summer blanket. This one's thicker, so. I don't sleep under the blankets on the bed, especially because I'm worried about them bed bugs. So I just sleep on top of it, and just with a throw blanket on top. But we need to do the Damascus Earth soon, Rich. I saw in like you got to do that around all the beds. We got Damascus Earth minimizes the bed bugs for quite a while, and then you got to do it again when you start seeing them again. So. Anywho, today is Sunday, everybody, and it is our day 7, no sugar, my day 10, no alcohol. Richard didn't do the alcohol, but Richard is day 7, no sugar as well, and we are both feeling really good. We've been doing the bone broth stew. All it is just beef bones that are soaked in water with some like Italian seasoning, cooked for 8 hours, and in a crock pot. And we've been sipping on that. Richard loves the bone broth stew. So he hasn't had breakfast yet, but he's going to... Richard, what are you doing? Are you getting hungry yet?
Not yet, but I'll make breakfast when Nick gets home.
Oh, okay. Are you going to have steak with the ladies?
I'll have steak.
Okay, yeah, we have like a ton of steak. We don't have any beef right now because we did not go to the store yet because I'm not even eating till dinner. So Richard hasn't gone yet, but we have tons of steaks. So he'll probably just have a steak. For now, but we'll probably go in a little bit to maybe even Whole Foods.
Just kill it now. We'll just come back later.
Yeah, we could do that. Is that better?
Burned out too much.
Huh?
Is that too burned out?
I can talk for a little bit.
5 more minutes.
Yeah, I can talk for a little bit. I'll talk for a little bit, and then we can come back later if that whatever makes sense. But I actually today is probably just the best I've felt in a really long time. Like, this is really good. So if you guys are struggling with, especially alcohol, by like day 10, you're going to feel amazing. You're not going to feel like wanting to drink. So you just have to like just get those first couple of days. Like even day 3, you start to feel better. Day 1 and 2 are tough. But by a week, you feel great. And by 10 days, you feel amazing. So, even if you slip up, don't bag on yourself too much, because it doesn't mean it's over. Like, I know you might like be like, oh, I have to start over day 1, and I had to do that too, but like, you still have what you learned from the time that you weren't drinking or weren't doing your addiction. So it's not like I know with AA, it's like, you know, you always have to start over, and I mean, you kind of have to in the sense of like how many days, but you're not really like a day 1 person again, because now you've already, you know, however many times you've been a day 1, you learned each time. So don't be like frustrated that, oh my gosh, I've been day 1 a million times, I'm not learning. You are learning. You just haven't learned to stop yet, but you are learning each time. Does that make sense? And because, you know, we do eventually want to stop beating ourselves on the head, you know what I mean? So it's like, it might take some people more times than others, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to get there, because you obviously keep trying, where some people don't even try to quit, you know what I mean? Some people just, I'm going to be an alcoholic forever. But if you're trying to quit, like, you will get there, because you want to do it. And sometimes it's just, you're not fully there yet, you know what I mean? Like, because you think you want to, but you have a little bit of something that's keeping you from it, but there will be a day that you go, I'm ready, you know what I mean? And especially, like, so just keep trying, like, keep doing your day 1s again if you have to, and see how many days you can get, and start again if you have to, but there will be a time that, like, because if you're diligently trying to stop, there will be a time that you go, okay, I'm ready, you know what I mean? And that's where I'm at now, and I don't want to drink ever again. Like, I really don't. And I don't have to, you know what I mean? It's all it's my choice, you know, and it's my life. So I am the one that has to decide that, and right now I'm deciding I don't want to, you know what I mean? And that's enough for me. And I'm not going to drink in New York, and that's, you know, and I'm going to prove that, and it's going to feel good for me to prove that. My haters are going to hope I slip up, and Richard's even a little unsure I'm going to make it, but I'm the one that is the one that has to do it, and the one that's going to do it, you know what I mean? And so it's all just self-discipline, honestly. I know we kind of hate that. We hate being disciplined, you know, or having self-control, but that's what it's self-control, it's self-discipline, you know, like no one else can make you do it or make you want to do it. They might be able to make you do it, but they're not going to make you want to do it, you know what I mean? Like you might legally have to stop drinking or something like that, but if it's something you still want, then as soon as you don't have to, then as soon as that legal thing is over, you're going to do it, you know what I mean? So it's like, no one can make you want to stop. You have to want to. So it's just like, it feels good when you make decisions that are healthy. You feel much better. When you're making decisions that are unhealthy, you get more and more stress, because your body is trying to talk to you saying, like, no, so you're getting stress anxiety because you know what you're doing is harmful. And then when you make health decisions, it's the opposite. Like, you just, every decision, you're like, oh, I feel good about that. You know what I mean? So, like, your stress level goes way down. So a lot of my stress was coming from, like, thinking I might drink in New York was giving me a lot of stress. Because it was like, okay, I'm sober right now, but am I going to slip up in New York? And the thing is, no, not now. You know what I mean? Because now I'm deciding no, but the other thing I was going to say is, I was thinking, someone was saying earlier, it just came to my head, we call this Sober Sunday, so some people don't consider weed sober. Well, we do, but a lot, that they call it California sober is the weed, if you do weed, but yeah, we do weed. So when I say sober, I'm saying from the sugar and the other drugs and alcohol, but weed to me is a plant. It's not, I know they call it a drug, but it's just so different. If you've done weed and if you've done any other drug, you'll see the difference. They're not the same. and maybe the first time you did weed, yeah, you get all laughy and giggly, oh, you know, but you don't experience that when you do it regularly and medically. You know, like me and Richard have both had medical cards, which I know is super easy to get, but still, it's a medical thing now. You know what I mean? They think people need that. It's not. Most of the other drugs are, you know, there's a handful of them that are prescribed medically, but I never think it's a good idea. Some of those, I'm like, I don't think it's, like, I don't think pain pills are a good idea. That's basically, you know, like heroin or whatever those oxys. I don't think those are things are ever a good idea to be giving someone. So whether it's prescribed or not, you know what I mean? And I'm not into pills. It's never been my thing. I don't like medicine on any level. I don't even like taking medicine. So I view my weed as my medicine. I'll take antibiotics if I have to, but other than that, I don't take, and I don't even take vitamins anymore. We were doing a couple of keto vitamins for a minute because someone on here said we should take some vitamins. So we bought like 1 bottle of keto vitamins and then we finished it. We never got it again. I don't know. We just, I don't know. We don't do the vitamins and stuff. We just do a healthy diet and weed and water, and that seems to work. And we feel great when we do that. We feel really crappy when we're doing the sugar, and I feel terrible when I'm doing alcohol. So, were you saying you want to jump off, Richard? Do you want to talk for a minute, Richard?
Yeah.
Were you wanting to talk, or do you want me to end it? Or what's?
A little later, maybe.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
Cook a little breakfast.
Rich's. You don't want to show the cooking or anything like that?
Do you want me to?
I think they'd love to see you cooking.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can say, yeah, you want the microphone? I think they would really enjoy that. Here you go. But you need this, sweetie. Do you want to do that or no?
Yeah, sure, I'll cook.
Maybe people enjoy the cooking. We don't want to be cooking in the bathroom as much, but cooking in the bathroom went out the window. I think that'd be great. And it's hard for me to be all this since I can't eat either, so I don't want to do the cooking today. So I'll just stay away from the... You could bring yours back here though. That way.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. We're gonna make a little breakfast. Hey everybody. Hey guys. Who do we have today? We've got hey Jeff. What's up, Drew? Okay. What is this crazy man cooking? Well, we're going to make a little tea first. Start with the tea. Gloria likes a little cup of tea. First thing. So we'll start with that. And then yeah, man, I gotta do something with my Rick and Morty hairdo, man. I think I gotta go back and get it redone. I tell them I want the Rick. So, dude, give me the Rick Sanchez. And they're like, no problem, bro. I'm due for another one. turn the skillet off. No, I gotta fry the burgers. Burgers. I gotta fry the steak. Now, as far as what Gloria wants for breakfast, let's see. What do you think she would like? You have sausage? Oh, I like these sausage. These might be good. Let's start with some sausage. Hey guys, hit those likes, yeah. Don't be shy. Let's make this last sausage here too. Let's see. Well, we got some eggs and potatoes. Hi. Okay. Gloria likes about half filled with milk. Okay, so these guys are cooking. That's brewing. Hey Teresa. Yeah, I'm gonna do some of these potatoes. Let's do the potatoes real quick. Let's do the potatoes real quick. Should I do like hash browns or just do like big ones? I'm gonna do one. These are already cooked, so I just need to fry them. We'll do like gourmet style, you know, real chunky. Gotta make it like all gourmet. Not too much, not too little. Dude, man, we've done such great stuff here, you guys. For those of you new, what we've done is we basically have, we turned 4 people's lives around. And because when we got here, things were just disarray. My mom was elderly, Annette wasn't being taken care of. It was really bad. But with a little bit of love and Joy's strong discipline and hard work and everything, she got it back in shape. And it took about, there's so many things. There's like the finances, plus there was Annette's mental health, and Gloria's physical health, and the house and the Porsche and everything. There's so many things. I think I'm going to need to add a little bit of olive oil to this. Fry these up. You know what I mean? Get them kind of crispy. Get that sausage going. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this. I'm kind of digging this meal here. I'm liking it. It's very simple. It's clean. My dad insisted upon sleeping in his living room chair. But then Bill took the master bedroom. Oh. Hey, trigger fucking warning. No spices. You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know how we. You don't know the Jedi style, bro. Listen, spices are something that's very. I mean, it's nice, but you know, you got to be limited on how many spices you can carry. You know, it's a luxury. So we just go for these big ones. Yeah, maybe a little salt here, just for good nature. Yeah, I think it looks nice. Looks real nice. Yeah. Hey, trigger warning. How are you this morning? Yeah, but we put hot spices on it, and Gloria and Nanette, they don't like hot. So I have to be conscious of what everybody likes to eat. And Nanette doesn't like eggs. She'll eat scrambled eggs, but I think that her favorite is just steak. We got her that. Hi, hey, spiritual. Oh, grilled onions, that's not a bad idea. Who came up with that idea? Good one. Whoever came up with that, gold star for you. Gold star for whoever came up with that idea. Great idea. I mean, I'm almost embarrassed I didn't think of it myself. I wish I had a cutting board out here. I mean, I bought some cutting boards, but Joyce says they're too small, so we're sending them back. But I don't have a cutting board. All right, so I'm going to show you my real quick slap happy way of doing an onion, okay? I know it's not perfect, but the stuff is already cooking, and this needed to be done way earlier. So here's what we do. We just peel off all the uckiness that you don't want, right? And then, first we gotta do this. Bam. That'd be Gloria's tea. I don't do caffeine. I don't do any drugs. The only thing I do is smoke weed, but that's not even really a drug. I mean, caffeine is more of a drug than weed. Okay. Off we go. Okay. Let's let that do its thing here. Hold on. I gotta flip these. Flipping. Okay, back to the onion situation. So here is the quick makeshift way. It's not perfect. And this knife is not super sharp, so I don't want to cut myself. Dull knives will cut you. I say we do the whole onion. What do you guys say? Yeah, I think so. Hey guys, I'm having a great Sunday. By the way, every day that I'm on this diet,
I get more and more myself. You know, I get more and more less agitated, less irritated with people. I just deal with situations better. You know, hard to describe why that is. I wish I had a cutting board out here. You don't have a cutting board? Oh, here, I thought we did. Jeez. Thank you. My goodness. Much better. Okay. So now we'll just do one nice little hack job here. See, look. Diced onions. I diced the whole onion. I mean, it's not perfect. I know. Gordon Ramsay would have my head and say, no way. No way, Jose. That's not going to fly. But for me, it's going to work. Now, as far as this stuff over here, I think this is good. Great. That's good. Awesome. All right. Fried potatoes. So this isn't a plate. I'm just putting this, I'm moving this for now because now we're going to do the onions and then the eggs. So that's not something I'm serving like that. I got a little bit more onion over here I'm going to use. I don't want to waste any of it. Because you guys know, as the key is you got to get the onion fully you have to cook out the bitterness, you know, just like you do with people sometimes. We use organic olive oil, extra virgin. Now we're gonna saute. Saute, saute, saute. Saute, 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 saute. Saute, 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 saute. Saute, 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 saute. Saute. Oh, I'm just adding a song in. You guys don't have to. You don't need to have a song when you're cooking. But I find it best when you're on a sailboat or if you're at sea with a bunch of pirates and you're cooking down the galley. Just sing a song. Saute, 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 saute. So you got to keep it moving because these are onions, you know. But you got to get the bitterness off. So you got to make sure that you cook them long enough to get the bitterness off. Okay. All right. Next up. Next up. Let's see. I think we're gonna do a couple pieces of toast. Yeah, you gotta bring the sweetness out. Exactly. Okay. I don't like this knife. Which had a better knife? For cutting bread. Not really anything. Yeah, I don't like that one either. Oh, cut the bread. Yo, cut the bread, cut the bread, cut the bread. Hey guys, thanks for hitting those hearts, by the way. So that's gonna go with Gloria's meal over there. We need a plate for her and a plate for Annette. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. All right. Back over here. I know those onions would be good on a Philly cheesesteak, wouldn't they? All right. Time for omelet. Time for the eggs. Olé, 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 olé. Okay. Hey Jeff. What's up? Breathe in, breathe out, breathe. Yeah, I like that. Breathe in the good, breathe out the bad. Breathe in the good, breathe out the bad. Thank you guys for watching the stream. Oh, I'd like to welcome everyone from Reddit onto the stream as well. Thank you for clipping. Appreciate it. They're getting real worked up over there. They're getting mad at how good we're doing. It's funny how when haters, like, they want you to fail, and they want, like you think that they want you to, like, oh, we care about Annette and Gloria. But no, now that everything's going good, now they really want us to fail really bad. Okay. What is that right there? Okay, oh, that was just an onion. Okay. Here comes the... I think the key to this is adding a little more OOB. Awesome. Okay. I don't know if Gloria's going to be excited about the amount of food, but she's kind of a light eater. Okay, is it time to flip those yet? How are those guys doing? One, it's not going to be an omelet. I'm just going to do a scramble. You know. Yeah, this is 7 eggs. You want to make sure on eggs to turn the temps down. Ooh, great idea, Jeff. great idea. Awesome idea. Yeah, this will be a hearty breakfast. Let's get it all nice and melted in there, and then we'll take it off. Yeah, that's pretty good. How's that look? Look good to you guys? Jeff? Alright. Turn that off. Okay. So some eggs. Sausage, eggs, give Annette a little more because she's on a long walk this morning. Okay, and then yeah, it's a broken skillet, bro. It is a broken skillet. All right, we got some top sirloin for breakfast here. This will be good. Hi, Fish. Hey, Fish Guru. What's up, buddy? Marcus G. Where's the chocolate milk? I know, right? Get this nice and hot. Okay, I'm gonna go drop this off. I'm gonna go, let's see, let me put a little butter on Gloria's toast. Oh, are you watching over there? Oh, you guys are working? Good. Good, good, good. Okay. The salt, the eggs, and then here we go. That's for Gloria this morning. I'll give her a fork. She's not going to want all this. I already know that. I'm going to cut this in half. Okay. Here we go. Good morning. Here's your breakfast. You're welcome. Okay. There. That's for Gloria's. Now, let's get this steak going. Let's get a couple of these steaks going. This will be for an Eddie Bear or me. All right. Okay. There we go. Nice. All right. Okay, chat. Anybody still here? Hey, Teresa. Ooh, I'm getting myself all dirty. Let's see what we have. I'm kind of a medium rare. Me too. Yeah, you stick with what? With your grapefruit juice, celery breakfast? Okay, excellent. I like that. I love grapefruit juice. I think that's a great day. You like it rare? Yeah, I like it rare too. I eat it sometimes even raw. Joy gets a little mad when I do that, but I don't know. I feel like it's all good. Okay. All right. Now for this one, I just want to lightly salt it. Right out through my shirt here. Okay, yeah. Now we're gonna let that cook for 5 minutes. All right. Don't touch that, it's hot. Hey Paula, good morning. What's up, buddy? How's retirement treating you? Loving life? I bet you're just probably waking up every day, just can't wait to get out of bed. You've been like all cooped up for all those years. That's outstanding. What a great feeling. All right. I'm making a little breakfast for Gloria and Annette right now. Do you need any juice or orange juice? A little orange juice, you got it. I'm gonna grab a little orange juice for Gloria. Look, we got these cool new glasses on Prime Day. We're gonna give her a little orange juice here. Got it. We do the cold press orange juice, and she has diabetes, so she's really not supposed to have orange juice. Okay, be careful with the orange juice. Take your medicine.
Oh, all right.
Don't forget your medicine. How is everything? Tasty? Good. She's enjoying her meal. Okay. Hey, that's looking pretty good, huh? I think it's looking great. I'm gonna go do a quick bong hit, guys. Hold on. I'm letting that just sizzle real quick while I come over here. Yeah, you know, I think it looks pretty good. Yesterday I had grapefruit juice with a raw sugar, which was an egg bacon. That sounds outstanding too. You guys eat good breakfasts. Wait, hey Teresa, I'm with you on that one. Okay, that steak's looking like I don't want it to burn there or get overcooked. So I better get out there. Gotta try the cranberry juice, yeah. Okay, I'll be back to do this here in a minute. Yep. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Back by popular demand, I'm here to flip it. All right. I might even make this other one. That's looking so good. I might even just do it twice. I better hold on. I better gotta make sure where Annette is, because if she's not too close by, I might have to eat it, and I'll make her one later. Let me check my phone. Hey Fish, do you check the breaker? I would love to go. Oh, that'd be nice. I know. Well, we need. There's a lot of little. We need to deep. There's a list, but you know what? We're getting through it. This thing was hugely overwhelming for those of you that have been with us for day one, like from 2.5 years ago when we first showed up. Hugely overwhelming, and we made amazing progress. I mean, the stove wasn't even working when we got here. For example, because the rats had gotten behind it, and they chewed the wires. So we pulled it out, cleaned all this stuff. I mean, it wasn't. It's not blaming anybody. It's just that we've come a long way. And I only mention it because, well, for people that are new, they don't know that. Okay, so this will be for now. I'm gonna cut her steak. Okay, this one is kind of well done. Hopefully that's not too bad. No, it's about medium. This one's medium, not well done. Let me see if Gloria wants a little steak. Let's see where Annette is. Where do you think Annette is? I go to my, check it out. So we have this thing here. It's a Find My. Okay. So we can see where Annette is. So that's right where she is right now. So she's probably pretty close to home. Not too far off. I'll check it again to see which direction she's going. Well, hopefully she'll be home in a minute and she can have some breakfast. Alright. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting the likes. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm just gonna cut this steak now. Mike, I use ketchup. Ketchup's good. Garlic mushrooms are the best. I used to work in a French restaurant. I used to manage it. And we had he was a chef that came from Thomas Keller. And another chef that came from Gramercy Park Tavern. So weird because that was my old watering. That's where I used to go. That's where I used to go all the time in New York City. Because I lived in Gramercy Park. And I mentioned it to the chef, and he started looking at me really weird because we were in Portland. And I got the feeling he never worked there. You know? You having electrical problems, buddy? We didn't say grace. Dear Lord, thank you for this feast we're about to eat. Please, everyone, wash your hands and your feet. Amen. How's that? I've never done grace before. That's my first time. How'd I do? Thank you. Amen. Annette is walking. She'll be back in a little bit. I'm cutting her steak right now. So when she comes home, she has a nice breakfast. Hi, Teresa. Fish water repair is just easier than most people think. Water repair? Man, you guys are... This is an interesting chat. Kudos to the chat today. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Teresa, let's do it. You know, I'm cutting this because you know he used to cut my steak was Joy when we make meals. I would make the meals, but she would cut the steaks, and so she kind of got me in the thing. I don't know, just kind of taught me how to care for others, you know. Marcus G. Hey guys, thanks for hitting those likes. I appreciate it. I really do. It means a lot. Okay. All right. So here, Annette's got a nice breakfast over here. So she's gonna have sausage, eggs, and steak. Oops, that piece is a little too big. Okay. And then she has a knife. She can cut it herself. She wants it smaller, you know. All right. Breakfast time in the city. Let's see, which direction did Annette go now? Hey, Marcus. I want to see which direction Annette went. Okay. Huh. I think she's on her way back. She might be right around the corner here. I'm gonna try to buy the steak. That is good. If I do say so myself. So we did everything we could to try to save the tree. But I don't think we're gonna be able to save it. Hey, there's the H-U-4-I-4-U. What's the gout attack? Eating too much beef? I did awesome? Thank you so much for saying that. Really nice, you know? It's really easy to criticize others. It's hard to give a compliment. I don't know why. I think it's because there's this kind of hummingbird. There's a hummingbird up there. A tiny baby hummingbird. Hey, Dark Uncle. How are you? I don't think BB is here this morning. Oh, guess who's here?
Yeah.
Come say hi.
I can sit on this one.
Yeah, sit over here. Wherever you want to sit.
It looks better this way. Because I was looking at those ugly shades.
Alright. Here, take this microphone for a second.
It's better this way. But it's dark here though. Should we sit over there? Here, buddy. Oh, it smells good in the house. What Richard made smells amazing. Luckily, I'm not hungry right now, which is good. So I have to wait for dinner.
Which is what time?
Well, I'm not going to tell them exact time I'm going.
Oh, yeah.
There. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But actually, when I meet him, we're not going to dinner first, so I don't even know what time dinner is, actually. I have to have an appointment, then dinner. But anyways, I just vacuumed the room, and Casper, we got to go soon. Casper needs lettuce. He has a little bit left, but he gets some out. It's like the end of his lettuce. No, we're going to go to Whole Foods. I'll go with you because we're going to return those things that we have to return.
Good.
There's some cutting boards that we don't need, and some more curtains. He ordered too many curtains. We still have like some more to hang out, but then he had some more, so we have to return those. And we're gonna get some Whole Foods food because I'm looking forward to after my call, after I go to dinner, which I know seems funny to be like, oh, to come home and have but I'm not eating all day, so I know this evening probably after dinner I'll probably at some point want to have 1 pound of beef at least, and I want it to be from Whole Foods since it's my only 1 pound today. Like, treat myself some Whole Foods, but yeah, it's a little annoying that I have to do the dinner, but it's all right. You know, it is what it is. Like, I'm glad that I'm going, you know, because if I just said no, that would have been really lame. And this person's a nice person, so it's fine. If I was a normal person, I could just eat normal. It'd be absolutely fine. You know what I mean? But just the fact I have a weird diet makes it weird. But I'm feeling really good today, so that's good. And we've been watching a lot of TV lately, so it'll be nice to start doing some more things. You know what I mean? Like, I know our blogs have been a little boring because we don't cook in the bathroom anymore. We now cook in the kitchen, and Richard's been doing a lot of the cooking because he's really good with that grill, a flame grill, gas grill we got going there, and those cast iron grills. He's really good with that, so it smells really good. It smells like grilled onions in the house right now. So I love grilled onions, but I'm not really like craving that right now. Like I'm over the sugary things, so that's good. Otherwise, that would be like really tempting. And I was actually watching him cook. I didn't know if I wanted to watch since I'm skipping breakfast and lunch, but and this is not for any sort of weight loss thing. This is because I have to work tonight, and I will bloat if I eat breakfast or lunch, and then I won't be able to go to work. So this is what I struggle with when I do get back on the keto. Is there's this time frame that I bloat, so I do have to do this sometimes when I have scheduled clients. Like I can't eat until after the call, and the later the call, the worse it is. That's why, like, back in the day, I'd have to live. I can't see people after a certain time because I just couldn't wait, because I'd have to wait all day to eat, and that can be really hard. It actually gets easier throughout the day because sometimes when you don't eat, you don't crave as much, weirdly. Like, your body just kind of just goes, okay, we're not eating right now, so you kind of like move on to something else. But once you it'd be harder for me to eat just a little bit right now than to just wait till later, you know what I mean? Because once you start eating a little bit, then you're like, you want to eat more. Like, if I ate some of my burgers, I'd want to eat like a whole pound, and then, so I'll wait till later. But this is one of the annoying things when I first, and this isn't forever, it's just like in the beginning when my body's acclimating with this stupid bloating thing. So annoying. But I'm kind of excited to wait till dinner because I think it'll give my body a good time to kind of like keep working on this bloating thing too. So it is good because when you're getting rid of candida overgrowth, they do actually recommend like to go through a little bit of a fast. But it's hard to do that, you know what I mean? So when I kind of have to for work, it's better. But I am feeling like 1,000,000 times better than I did when I was drinking alcohol or eating the sugar. So even though the bloating, but it's way better than it was. But we've been watching Big Brother, and we've been watching the live feeds. Do any of you guys watch Big Brother? We've watched every season, every single one. Like, I wasn't watching it when it first came out, but we've gone back and watched them from season 1, and now they're like, I don't even know, it's 20 something. I don't even know. I should know, but I don't know. I don't pay attention to things like that. But I really do enjoy watching that show. It's so funny. Every year I like bitch about, that person's so annoying or something. But they actually have some really very pretty people this season, and they seem very nice. So some seasons people are meaner. This season, no one's really mean. There's some people a little annoying, but not really mean. So we've been watching that and watching the live feeds. It's kind of fun. And then I really did go to sleep early last night. The ladies went dancing, which was super awesome. And they didn't want fast food. They're kind of over the fast food thing, which is so good because since they've been skipping the fast food after dancing, they're recovering way better from dancing. Like, we thought that it would take a while for them. Like, it's like a lot of times they're both really tired the next day, and Gloria's was even like 2 days. We thought it was the dancing, but it was more getting the McDonald's after the dancing, we're realizing. Because without the McDonald's, she seems to bounce back a lot quicker. So that's cool. I mean, we don't restrict them if they ask for that after dancing, because it's like, it's kind of their night out. Like, sure, if you want it. But they haven't wanted it, I guess. Gloria had made so we wanted, it really doesn't matter what she makes, because, it's like, we don't eat it. But we had envisioned, because we had this pork bone, because remember we had pork butt a couple of days ago Gloria made? Well, so there was this big pork bone with still some meat on it. And so she really likes egg noodles. She always would make these soups with these egg noodles and, put a bone in there, put a ham bone in there, whatever. So we got her the egg noodles, and when we got back, we had to go somewhere. I don't even know what we were doing yesterday. Oh, what did we have to do? We had to get weed, but then, Richard was trying to sign up for the, I remember now. I couldn't remember what we were doing. Richard was trying to sign up for Caesar's online sports betting thing, which is a nightmare. He's like, I'm gonna do MGM. It was a nightmare. We've got like 2 casinos to do it in a minute. I'm gonna figure out. They had to fill this paper, and it's like all this stuff just to get the online betting. MGM was really easy, so it's ridiculous. So he was trying to do that, but I think it was maybe because there was 2 accounts or something. I don't know. Like he had already had one and tried to sign up again or something. I don't know. But I don't know if it's always this much of an issue, but it's sure been a nightmare. And they say, it's you, so you can't have 2 accounts. But he didn't mean to. He didn't know that he had one. He forgot, Anyways, so they have to merge them or something, or whatever. But, so we had put the noodles on top of the pork bone, and we thought, it was out, and I thought, she'll, make the soup. So we came home and she made macaroni and cheese with the noodles. Okay. And then she did make this really good pork thing, which me and Richard actually both tried. It was she just kind of like fried up the pork. Like she cut it in little. It was almost like pork tenders, but no breading. But just just the way she cooked it was actually she did a good job. But so that part was good. But it was really funny. Like, or you could do that whatever. So the point of the story is the ladies ate the macaroni and cheese last night when they got home. It's like with egg noodles. It's probably good, but she bakes her macaroni and cheese. So like I don't know, has all these little things she puts in the oven. But it was probably good, but it was just funny because we're like, or you could do that. Because we thought that's the kind of things we're like, I think that she's getting older, she's forgetting. Like, oh, okay. She used to always, Gloria was like, always made soup. That was the thing. And I don't think it even dawned on her to do the soup, even though we got the noodles for that. So but it doesn't matter what she makes, it's just for her tonight. But they have 2 batches of macaroni and cheese, so they're never going to finish it. So I'll leave it in there for X amount of time and eventually throw it out. But I'm going to close this door. Hold on. I think they have the AC on. So Annette took a shower this morning, before me even. She was like, it was a long shower. Like she now fully washes her hair and stuff. So she wasn't doing it because of the water. Because the water is too hot. And it dawned on me and Rich one day that because he was always trying to help her, but she was always being insistent she didn't want to help to turn on the water, not when she's not clothed or something, but he'll get the water going for her and then say, "Annette, you can go in there." But one day I was like, why don't you do her hair? And then I was like, oh, I think it's just the water. So we kind of force it on her now where we say, and let us help you with the water, because otherwise she'll just get there and not say anything. And the water can be scalding. And only Richard knows how to move the dial right in the one in there. And then ours messed up too. There's scalding. We have to use those little pliers to start the other one. Sometimes I can't even do the other one. Sometimes I have to have Richard help me in the other shower too. He's like the water king. But yeah, so now that we help her with the water, she takes full showers, it's in there a while. And Gloria showers at the gym. So everybody's getting showered. And Gloria has been at the gym the last 2 days, which has been great. And I think that makes her feel much better. And Richard was getting worried because sometimes when she sleeps now, she just looks like I don't know, it's hard to describe, but you just kind of know she doesn't have forever, She always seemed so strong and healthy. You're just kind of seeing her more kind of get older, and it's hard for Richard. It's actually really hard for Richard. He doesn't want his mom to ever go, and I hope she doesn't go soon. I know I had said awful things in the past, but I really hope we have several more years. But she's getting more tired. Like, you can just tell. I mean, she's going to the gym, she's doing this, but everything is just kind of less. Like, she's getting more and more tired, sleeping more. Because, I mean, she is 82. And she's done such a good job of keeping things together enough. You know I was harsh on her, like, she's not a clean person. She's, the gambling stuff, but she did the best she could because she's a little bit wacky and everything was so erratic. She doesn't understand a lot of things, mainly because Richard's father didn't really educate her in a lot of the finances and stuff. He kind of just handled it all, and then when he died, she just kind of got thrown in her lap. So we were pretty harsh on her, but the more we get to know her, like, and really fully understand her, because, like, not even Richard understood her, like, from being a child, but, like now that we spend time with her, we feel bad for ever expecting as much as we expected from her, that our expectations were wrong. And so now that we realize that, now I'm like, oh, she did the best she could, you know what I mean? Because Lori is an interesting person. There's something a little off. And so we didn't realize that. I mean, I always thought she was a little strange, but, like, now it's like, okay, well, it's more than just strange. There's something, like, just certain things just don't click in for her. So, and it's not like any sort of intelligence thing. It's just more like it's a learning thing. It's like, she comes from Panama, and Richard's always something like, their schooling is really bad there. So she probably doesn't have a lot of the basic education that some people have from America. And just kind of simple thing. And then, like, she was very poor. So certain things she didn't learn as a child. And, if you don't learn, you might never learn as an adult too. So now she's starting to learn some of the things, like, she's doing much better with her cleaning. I don't think she really knew how to really keep things clean. It was like, because the house has always been that way. Like, it just such a mess his whole life. But now she seems, I mean, her area is still a mess, but she picked it up once in a while, but she used to never kind of really do that. So, and she'll do I do the dishes probably, but, like, if somehow they get left for a second, she does do them now, where she used to never. So I've been trying to not make it be where she has to do any dishes, but sometimes I'm either at work or sleeping or something, and maybe Richard cooks, I don't know, and so she'll do it. And even Annette's been doing dishes, so it's been really cool around here. I'm going to miss them when I go to New York. A lot of the other times when I almost kind of wanted to get away for a second because there was so much, like, tension in the house. Not that I wanted to get away, but it was like, oh, it'll be a nice break from the tension and give them a break from me because I was so intense. But now that I've, like, backed off and chilled out, it's a really just good energy in the house. I have oh gosh, my microphone's on this all the time. I don't look at the things. It could be a while. I'll be like, we're like, yeah, she's on mute. Yeah, just a good energy. So I am really gonna miss them when I go to New York because it's nice being home now. And even I think Gloria doesn't want to go as much to the gym and even out dancing as much because I think she was kind of wanting to go because it was so much tension in the house and it was my fault. Well, in the beginning it wasn't necessarily my fault because there was mass chaos and I was just trying to deal with what was going on, and I was the one being attacked most in the beginning, mainly by Annette, because she didn't really know me then at all. Even though I'd been in the family, me and Annette had barely interacted, so she was attacking me every day. So I was kind of like in the beginning, and then at some point I kind of took control and stood up to everyone. I'm like, no, it's going to be this way because it was such chaos. But then I just took it too far and too long, and I was too strict. And when it just dawned on me how strict I was being, it was like, I don't need to be strict. Like, we're adults, you know what I mean? There was a certain level of structure and strictness that needed to occur, but at this point, it's like, I don't need to be like, no one can have caffeine, no one can have this or that. It's like, so that's why we're letting them have caffeine tea and stuff. And I'm actually really happy now when they go dancing. I can't believe I was ever upset about these things. I'm very happy if Gloria wanted to do anything, I'd be happy about it now. Oh, we did make an appointment for her to get her driver's license back, Gloria, because that's really important for her. And Annette wants her driver's license back too. And we'd like to get that for her. And whether they drive or not, I don't know. We would love if we could get a second car. Our car is too big for Annette could handle it, but Gloria, it's too big. It's too big for me. Gloria's so tiny, so we'd have to get a second car in order for Gloria to be able to drive again. But her eyes are so bad. But it's important for her, so I don't know if the second car is going to happen. That'll be in the future. But definitely want to get their licenses just so they know that they can drive. And Annette used to have a license, so it is a possibility if you guys think that's a crazy. She used to drive. It's crazy to think now because of how far her condition got. But then she's coming out of it, so I could totally see her drive now. If we could get her, just make sure to pay attention. We wouldn't let her drive on her own, but if Gloria gets her license again and we do get another car, well, Gloria is going to get her license. That is a yes, because hers is an easy thing. She already has the thing from the eye doctor. She just has to go with her glasses on this time and read the thing with her glasses on, and then they'll reinstate her license when she brings the paper from. She'd already had it, she just forgot it, and it was such a chaotic day that day. And so many things were forgot. Like when we got there, we're like, oh, jeez, Richard had printed something on the printer for Annette's, one of her things that could show, that she lived here, because she doesn't get very much mail. It was like a bank thing. And we left it on the printer and stuff. So it was just amazing. We got their IDs that day. And then when we got there, we realized Richard forgot his wallet, and I had my wallet, but I had taken out my card, the one that we wanted to use, my debit card, because I'd put it in my other one. And it was just like stupid stuff like that we ended up having, because they don't take digital payment there at the DMV. And we're like, how did this happen? Because we were planning for so long, and I brought all this paperwork, and then we just happened to forget certain things. And then Gloria didn't even bring her paperwork at all. I thought she was going to bring hers, so it was a mess. So we got her the IDs, and we're going back. It's August, before Gloria can get the appointment. They're like a month out now with these real IDs. So she's going to get her driver's license reinstated. But Annette would have to, take a driver test and all that. So that's a long way before Annette can get a driver's license. But she probably have to get I don't even know how that works. If you have to get a permit again. I don't know if you're an adult, if you have to go through that again. I don't know how it works. But that'll be a while before, you probably get a driver. You probably have to do that. We have to drive or something. I don't even know. So, but we want them to feel that it's going to happen. And so it is something we're going to work towards. I think it'd be cool if Richard started kind of taking it out to maybe drive a little bit in the parking lot or something. She'd get a kick out of that. And the car already has a dent, so... from me. It's amazing. It's so... I need to walk. That's what I was going to do, a car wash today. I need to maybe do that. But, today's probably a bad day because I'm working and I'm not eating, so I'm going to be tired. So maybe tomorrow, but maybe today. Maybe we'll do that later. I might, because I'm not eating so good. I don't have a lot to do, but I might be kind of tired, and I also, have to work tonight, so... I tend to not want to do too many projects when I have to work because... I don't know, for one thing, I don't want to take on things that are gonna like painting, something like that right before, because then you get covered in paint or something, or something that's gonna maybe stain your hand or something like that. You just think of these things are, in my job, I'm not a model, but I have to think like a model, where you have to keep your body a certain way. That's why I can't drink. I just can't. And I can't stay on bad eating habits because I have to look good. But I've been thinking about that, it's been going that way for years, where I think about things that, it's just weird. I don't sleep a certain way. If I sleep on my side, I'm actually sleeping on my forehead. I'm sleeping like this. On the edge of my, not my forehead, the edge of my head, but down. Because I don't ever sleep where my face is squished down. Because you wake up with lines on your face, I don't ever sleep on my face, and just weird little things like that. It's just for years I've just adjusted. I used to sleep on my face when I was young, but once I started doing this job, I've never slept on my face again unless I was drunk and passed off head first. But yeah, because little things like that. You get weird lines on your face from the pillows or something. How is my blush today? I didn't even think to look at that today. I did it again, but I'm trying to get better at it. I should just buy some, but I try to conserve. I'm not like, I try to never buy anything unless I absolutely need to. Like, I'm such a tightwad. It is not really a tightwad in the sense we don't have a lot of money, but so I try to reserve the money for things we really need. And so if I have something that's working a little bit, I'll do it, even if it's disastrous. But blush is so cheap, I think. But it's actually got more expensive now on Amazon. You know, this is one of the things. You used to be able to get makeup. The makeup I guess I get like cheap makeup. I used to be able to get like my eyeshadows for like $2 and stuff back in the day. Now everything is like closer to like $7 to $10. You know, for everything now. You barely get things below $7 on Amazon. Richard used to buy little cords and things for just like nothing back in the day. When because he's done so many studios. We've had so many studios. We had one at a weekly was our first one, and then and it was just a 1-bedroom, so he made it in the living room. Then that's our first. We care a lot. I'm in the bathtub. I have like goggles on in the bathtub, and it was really bad. It was really yellow, everything. But that was our first studio. And then our second one, we had a 2-bedroom. It was another weekly, but it was a 2-bedroom. So Richard made one of the whole bedrooms was his studio. That one was cool. And then we went to Panama. And our condo in Panama had a room that was green. Which was like, yeah, it's awesome. Because I don't know if you know with photography, green is what you want it to block it out. Like green is, they put you green. You can't be wearing green. You don't wear green. I don't even know that. You don't wear green if they're doing green screens. So, like, if anyone's doing a fake background, you can't wear green. Because they put green behind you, and then that's how they, something with it's green and not seen. I don't know how that works with the filming, but so it was really cool that it was the perfect color green, the walls. So he built a studio, that kind of, we brought so much stuff. Oh my gosh. We brought a keyboard. We used to have this really nice keyboard. We ended up selling it when we got back from New York, but we brought a keyboard and we brought Richard's guitar. But the keyboard had to be in the biggest case because it's these international traveling cases. They were not cheap, and they're made for so make sure nothing happens to your equipment. And the case was huge. It was one of those oversized things. It was massive. And so we had that one, and then we had the guitar case was the same company, so it was these big sturdy ones, but it was a for his Martin acoustic guitar we used to have. And then we had 2 huge suitcases and 2 carry-ons and tripods. We took all that stuff to Panama. Same when we went to New York. We did not bring we decided not to bring the keyboard to New York. We said not this time. But we brought all those. And we had backpacks. I had so much stuff. We always have had to pay the maximum for, we've always had the maximum you can even bring. And we've always had to pay the maximum for your luggage because they were so heavy. Because Richard we don't fill them with clothes. No. I get like a little section of clothes. No, it's with technology stuff. Both the huge suitcases. All like lights and battery packs and photography, old cameras. He would bring all of his hard drives. We had 10 hard drives, like these big ones. Those big ones. They're like they're about yay big each, about thick, and those have to be packed perfect. All that stuff has to go in the suitcase, and then our clothes. Clothes were like second thought. Like, can we have any room for clothes? Maybe a little section over there. So, and then we had to put shoes. Oh yeah, we had to bring several pairs of shoes. It was crazy. I'm a good packer. Oh, Richard, we had to bring like this Raiders, wooden tiki thing. And the Trump doll. We used to have a Trump doll. We're not necessarily Trump supporters, but Richard was on we're not either. We don't vote, but Richard was on a Trump kick in 2020 and 2021. He even bought one of them bobbleheads. And it was embarrassing because in Manhattan, people were not Trump fans. And Richard would put it in the window. And we weren't even necessarily Trump fans. He was on this kick of this Trump thing. I don't know, it was really funny. And then he left it at like 2 hotels would make me go back and get it. And I'd be like, did you guys happen to find a Trump bobblehead? And one of the hotels gave it back to us, but the second one, no. And they were just like, I don't know, my husband was really upset about this. He really was. We had bought it in Vegas at this America store they had at MGM or something. He just thought it was funny. It was, I think, before it was before he became president. That's when we got it. Yeah, and we didn't think he was going to become president. They were giving these bobbleheads, well, not giving them. They were selling the bobbleheads at this America store, and we didn't think he was going to become president. You know, no one did when he was going against Hillary. And so Richard got it as like a gimmick, and then he won, and then it just continued. It's funny.
All right, that's fed.
All right, I was talking about your Trump bobblehead.
Oh, God, I missed that guy. That would have been classic.
I was saying we actually got that before he became president. I remember now.
no,
That's why we thought it was like going to be a funny collector thing. Because we didn't think he was going to become
No one
president.
thought he was going to get the nominee.
So they had Hillary ones and they had
No,
Trump
they
ones.
thought Bush was going to get it.
Oh, Jeb, right. Jeb Bush. I forgot about Jeb. Yeah, he was supposed to become the Republican candidate. And he was supposed to be a shoo-in because his dad and brother had already been president.
Well, no, he was supposed to be it, and then all of a
But
sudden...
no one liked him. He wasn't very likable.
Is that what happened?
No, yeah, he was kind of a dick. Like, people kind of liked George Bush and his funny accent. His brother's kind of a snarky asshole, so I don't think they liked him. Yeah, we watched actually all of those primaries during that. That was funny. Those ones were funny. Those Republican ones for the 2016. So this must have been before, you know. So the couple years before, or whatever it was, you know, or a year before, whatever it was when they do those. They kept coming to Vegas for those things too, but they were funny that year. The Republican ones were a hoot, and they were all so mad about Trump. And then the Hillary and Trump ones were hilarious too. Oh gosh! But then that's the last time I watched it. I didn't watch any of the ones.
You're not a political person.
No, I'm not. But those were just funny.
You sure have your opinion on things.
Oh yeah, well, opinions like armpits and assholes. Everyone's got them and they stink. So. I definitely am opinionated. Okay, I'm going to give it back to you, or we're going to end.
No, we're going to take off here.
Oh, yeah, we got to go to Whole Foods. Yeah, we got to return a couple
of
items.
Ready and I'll say goodnight to everybody.
Yeah, I just got to change out of these shorts. These are not my... I'm going to wear the same shirt. I just put on literally a different pair of shorts because these are not that appropriate to go to the store. They're kind of... I wouldn't even like to wear them for the blog, but my other two are... Actually, my laundry is probably... I get my laundry, and then we'll get going. My other shorts. But I only have now like 3 pairs of like pajama shorts because I gave the rest of them to Gloria. She needed some. I'd gotten all these. The problem is they're all like extra small. But she really.
Oh.
But
that happens. That happens with things.
I'd gotten over the years some of these things in the clearance at Walmart when we used to go to Walmart, and I didn't think she'd even like them, but she likes them. It's funny. And they like the extra small shirts too. Because, I got them bigger shirts, but then the bigger shirts feel more boyish, So I think they kind of sometimes like the tighter shirts. But I just laugh because I'm like, that was actually about my shirt. But both her and I like them. But they generally usually wear medium. Well, Gloria can wear small or medium, and Annette wears medium or large. But Annette kind of got tired of wearing all the bigger stuff because she wants to be a little more feminine. So she's wearing my little tight shirt. So.
Teresa said that they went on a cannabis tour around when it was legal, but there wasn't any dispensaries yet.
Oh, really? Here in Vegas?
Yeah, here in Vegas. Went from San Francisco to Vegas to Denver to Puerto Rico.
Oh, wow.
They were trying to figure out what a vape was.
Oh, I know. Vapes are weird. I don't really like them. I don't like them at all. I don't find them to work, really, for me. And they also burn my throat. I don't like the vapes, actually. But you guys are, you see how much you cough with the smoking? But the coughing ends. Like, it's, like, really horrific for a second, and then it ends. Whereas with the vape, like, my throat hurts, like, all day. And they say vaping is not good, so I don't know. Okay, I'm going to turn them around.
Okay, yeah.
And then give you the microphone.
Give me the microphone. Okay. Wait, you're going to get our stuff ready and we'll get out of here?
Yeah. I'm going to get my laundry and then out of the dryer, and then I'm going to get everything ready to go.
Okay.
The stuff's already in the car for that.
All right. Just a reminder, guys, hit the like. Hit the like of the stream. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Stafford. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, I don't hear that enough.
Well, actually, I hear quite a bit, but it's never enough, you know. You know how it goes. You can hear it every day. It's like, you know, it can be, yeah, never complain, never complain. Bought the coolest vape pen at a really big dispensary that has a logo. Interesting, guys. I did my push-ups already. I cook breakfast for my family every morning, so I made breakfast for everybody except for Joy, because she's fasting this morning. So she doesn't have to eat, which is kind of nice. But tell you what, we got a baseball game today. Do you guys want to hang out? You got a DMT vape? Oh, cool. Hi, Joel. Do you guys want to hang out after the game? Maybe. See what's going on? I wish it was legal in Tennessee. I grow my own fake Fico. I don't know what Fico is, but man, sorry guys, I just got really stoned a little bit. Morning bud is exactly what I had, Joe. It's exactly what happened. I had my morning bud. I don't know where you are, but as you can see up here, it's right around 8:26 in the morning in Las Vegas. I currently resemble Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, I get that quite a bit. I think I'm going to have that forever. Because I would get that when I was in high school, throughout college. Not so much when I was working a job. Because I guess when I put on a business suit and I'm running around acting like, well, you know, like a business guy, it's not quite this Tony Stark vibe you're looking for, you know? But then when you chill for like a good 15 years, you just get a chance to think about shit. You start to look and sound like Tony Stark, you know? Try it. You'll see. Wait, do you think I look like Tony Stark or Robert Downey Jr.? Full extract cannabis oil. Oh, I like that, 2 hours. Live resin. Hey, Gene. I've seen your TikTok videos. Oh, cool. I'm going to put something on there today. Okay, good. Thank you for telling me that. I noticed a handful of people are watching our TikTok stuff. I like it over there. It's just a different vibe, you know. Do the Tropic Thunder roll. That might get my channel terminated. Some people can get away with shit. You know what I mean? Like, Miley Cyrus can go ahead and post herself topless on Instagram. But if Joy's in a bikini, she'll get flagged. Sherlock Holmes, that might be too difficult. That might be way too difficult. I think my best character role probably would be, Tony Stark. Junkhead. Hey Mickey, what's a junkhead? Topless on Instagram. I'll be right back. Okay, listen. I did not actually see this. This is what Joy told me, and she was frustrated because Joy has a tendency to get our shit taken down. She just has this DGAF attitude, or I think they call it a 0Fs attitude these days, is what she has. She really, I mean, you guys know. You've seen how she gets on here. She doesn't care. If she's mad, she will speak her mind, even if it's at the cost of viewerships, you know. Mr. Excellent, where's Ghislaine? How do you say that? Could somebody phonetically spell that for me? I'm not liking the way my thigh. Sorry, I've tried to adjust the cameras, but you're dealing with 2 dimensions here, and I've got like a serious thigh issue going on that's bugging me. I'm just not into it. Let's try sitting in the chair. Let's try sitting in the chair, maybe at a further out angle. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. How's this? Is this more RDJ, more Tony Stark style? Well, at least Joy is being her authentic self. Yeah. You get no play? Man, tell me about it, bro. Jeez. Why do you got to remind me about shit like that? I mean, here I was having a good morning. It was 8:30. Eventually, I'm going to realize that at some point during the day, be like, man, I get no play. I know that's going to happen, but, you know, there's that brief moment in the morning when you haven't realized, like, how shitty your life is. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't. Good for you. But for the rest of us, when you wake up, you have that moment, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, like, the cold water splashes on your face, and all of a sudden you realize the predicament you're in. And you just feel like, oh, geez. Got to get back on the treadmill. Problem is, every time I get on the treadmill, I don't like this angle either. Let's try this one. Let's see how we like this one here. A dry drunk? Oh, bro, I'm more like a stone drunk. Where have you been? You are late to the party. How do women treat? I don't want to say that word. I wonder how Ghislaine is faring. Yeah. How do you say her name? Is that how you say it, Ghislaine? You eventually get some play. Don't sweat it, bro. Thanks, Marcus. I feel like if I do the right thing, well, okay. I went to Catholic school. I was raised Catholic. My mother's Latin Catholic. She's from Panama. Yet, I haven't been to confession since I was like 16 years old. So, would it be okay, even if you're not Catholic, even my Jewish friends here, would it be okay if we did a little confession today on Sunday? I kind of feel like I need to. Is that all right? By the way, if you misuse my content without my permission, you will get tagged. You will. I have certain guidelines in which you can use my permission. You can read about it in my own personal TOS. Sorry, Central Cat. For me, it's all girls Catholic. Oh wait, what was it? We were talking about something. I was going to make a confession. Yeah, I forgot what it was. What was I? Man, I told you I got really stoned. Damn, I speak Latin. You don't need to go to confession. You can just dial. Okay, Gene Warren. I like Gene's attitude. You know, here's what. Okay. Here's what the true believers understand that the fake believers don't get. The true believers get that a guy like me, who goes around like saying like, hey, I don't believe in that, or I don't believe in that. I actually don't say that stuff, but you get the sense maybe I don't follow any sort of, I don't know, whatever. But then at the same time, because I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Why? How the hell did I get so freaking stoned? Damn it. Okay, we would do the TikTok trend of confessing, but nobody allowed. Oh, okay, we're listening. What were we talking about? If I can remember what we were talking about, I'll tell you my confession. Shit, it's nothing I'm too embarrassed about. Well, yeah, I'm sure I am. It's a confession, but I mean, it's you guys, you know. No, it's not that. No, I do give a fuck, and I think everyone knows that Yeah, I give a fuck about the channel. Joy is one who doesn't. Oh, man. Damn, I'm so damn jealous right now. Fish. Bro, I don't know what train you're on, but jealousy will eat at your soul. So what I suggest you do is just get your ass over here. As soon as possible, pull up a seat next to me out here. And, dude, we can do, like, commercials, but we'll do them for dispensaries. We'll do, like, have you seen those Post Malone commercials? The NFL ones where they're sitting outside. They're not drinking beer, but they're about to. Have you seen those? We can do some of those, but for weed. Come on. You can be Post Malone. It'll be funny. We'll do it for YouTube. Does that sound cool? Or be jealous, man. It's up to you. It's up to you, man. Confess black hash me fave. Oh, I like that. I do actually look like him. Oh, you do? Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. Well, I look like an old square guy. I mean, if I pull my hair back. What was my confession going to be? Damn it. Listen, now I got to get off my chest. Shit. Hi, Snoop. There she is. Good morning, Mama Snoop. Not Jenny Green with envy. Ooh. Ooh, envy. The flip side of jealousy. Interesting. Which you know that jealousy and envy, both of those are just the flowers of what plant? Right. Envy and jealousy are the flowers of greed. Greed is like the root of, I would say, probably, I mean, it's, you know what I mean? And then out here you got, comes off as jealousy, comes off as envy, comes off as like being a miser, like hoarding a bunch of stuff, comes off as, you know, spending too much. It just, all sorts of different things. Yo, don't ever disrespect me, but try and look like a YouTube version of Tommy Chong. Hey, man, that's a new one, bro. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I've graduated. Okay, someone knock on the door. Someone knock on the door. Who is it? Come on, man. Open up. It's me, Dave. I got this stuff, man. I think the cops saw me. Open up, man. Let me in. Dave? Yeah, man. Dave. Dave's not here. No, man. I'm Dave. Hello? What brand of soda? Coca-Cola. Dave. Do you remember when Kush was 20 bucks a gram? Dave's not here. Man, are these jokes or are these real? Shit. I don't know if you guys are dropping one. I'm not that big of a Cheech and Chong guy. I don't know all these things. So I don't know if Snoop is Trigger Man. Snoop is not Trigger Man. But that's funny. What's Snoop say? There he is. Joe Mama. Hey, bud, sorry I almost bit your head off this morning. I'm only laughing because, hopefully you laugh because it's like, dude, you're like, I mean, you're not the one who looks like an asshole. It's me. That's why I'm laughing. I can laugh at myself. Snoop, it is funny. I know, Trigger Man. What happened? What's his name? Joe Mama called out. The reason why I didn't know what to call Joe Mama. Joe Mama in Discord, who has a different name, had called out T-Man way early on. And those two were like going at it. I was like, why? And everybody's like, I just don't trust him. Joe Leroy, hell, man. Hell, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It doesn't matter if Joe Leroy is your real name or if you came up with it, okay? If you came up with it, it's actually cooler, okay? Because that means that you thought it through and you said, shit, that's a cool name. I mean, you're the creator of it. If it was given to you, that means your parents are cool as fuck. which means that you're probably cool as fuck, but not a guarantee. But either way, man, nice to meet you. I'm gonna bet you're cool as fuck. What's your mission for the day? Bro, I don't know how old you are, but when you get to my age, your mission is just to get through the day. To keep the peace. Just make sure everything just kind of, like nothing like, okay, well, the reason why I say old, because a lot of stuff when you're young, what I'm talking about, like you're like, you know, you're riding the ship with your parents, you know what I mean? There's all this shit going out in the ocean, big waves coming, but dad navigates the boat, so it's just, oh, don't worry about it, it's fine. And you're like, oh, okay. He kind of like takes care of it. You don't realize that dad's sweating balls where he's going to sink the ship, you know? And if he's not careful, he just might, you know? So you don't have to deal with that aspect of it. But then, when you get out there, things are cool, you know? Things are cool for a long time. But at some point, life hits. When life hits, you're like, holy shit. I thought I had life figured out. I thought I was just going to coast to my grave. While that might seem like fun and easy and safe and everything, it's not ideal for your own nurturing, for your own growth. I mean, you'd miss out on life. I know I fucking sound like an old guy. It sucks. It sucks because what happens when, let's just say everything is handled, you don't ever experience the pain. Okay, do we need to go through this again? Imagine Dragons. Just get the album. Just listen to all first 3 albums, Imagine Dragons. Listen to that. When you get to the one about how pain made me a believer, then we'll have the conversation. But I think if you listen to all that, you'll get the greed stuff. You'll get pretty much everything together. By the way, Imagine Dragons is from Las Vegas. Did you guys know that? Yeah. They started playing down here at one of those casinos. Like where mom goes. I'm not kidding. You know where mom goes to dance to get free music? And all she has to do is buy a couple drinks? I mean, I don't even know if they make her buy drinks, but I think they kind of do. I think they give you a dirty look if you don't. Hi, Missy. Snoopworm and my father. Not my fault you don't have a sense of humor. Listen. Get used to it around here, bro. I mean, I could crack some wild. Okay, I literally have a filter on my jokes now because there's certain people here that like you take something and you try to make a joke. Like I'm not even gonna repeat them because what they'll do is they'll take it either out of context or be like, oh my god, and like act like how that's not funny. Right. The goal through the day. Thank you, Robin. I was getting to that. So what I'm up to, Viper, is the goal is to make it through the day, make sure it's peaceful, and if we can just get to that bedtime when you go to bed, you're like, holy shit, like you didn't get like one of those phone calls or letters or emails. I'm not talking about all those social ones can be pretty impactful, but just ones that just throw a wrench in your thing. And I feel like things are getting more and more smooth sailing. As that happens, I'm becoming more relaxed. Like if you guys saw me last summer at this time, it was very stressful. I mean, I'm not even sure. I can't remember when we got the house out of, like what month. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready when you're ready.
Okay, good.
Unless you're ready.
No, I'm done. Mark Fusion. Sorry, bro. You're going to have to go back and listen to Imagine Dragons on your own. Wife is here. We got errands to run.
I can actually go if you're interested.
No. Because I want to go. I got things to do. I'm coming. Okay. We'll do another stream later today.
Yeah, maybe. It just depends on we'll definitely do it.
Okay. I'm going to go back and grab that. And I'm going to end it over here. Bye, Mark. Oh, careful. Everything's just fine. Okay. Okay, guys.
Turn me up a little.
Little do you know, you're gonna hear this one. Sun shining. Yo.
I don't hate players, I don't love the game. I'm a shot clock, way above the game.
Be point blank with you, the game.
I got all this work on me, I ain't come for play.
You can show the little shorties how you pump and think.
The dog.
Not to death, I'm not impressed, I'm not amused, I'm not confused, I'm not to do. I'm a grown man business, I'm not in school. Put your hand down, youngin', this is not for you.
On my jail, my beats with the Kanye, yo.
Name on the marquee, your name off the payroll. Style fresh,
Like I'm still a Dayo, and it's been like that since the day-yo.
On more time than a Rolly or Seiko.
Step on deck, your neck, or do what I say so. Get up or get out, get down or lay low.
You're standing in the shadow. Open Jedi, I am Black Jedi. Black Jedi.
Let's move. Shout out to my man Khalid Kweli. We on top. Shout out. Check it out. Yo.
Check it out. Slim Jedi.
To cast a big shadow.
Cherokee red to shoot the long arrow.